2 Chronicles 8, Solomon's other activities. At the end of 20 years, during which Solomon, what are you doing? Built a temple of the Lord in his own palace, Solomon rebuilt the villages that Hiram had given him and settled Israelites in them. Hey, kitty. I don't know what she's doing under there. Okay. And settled in them. Solomon went to Hamath-Zobath and captured it. He also built up Tadmor in the desert and all those store cities he had built Hamath. He rebuilt Upper Beth Horon and Lower Beth Horon as fortified cities and with walls and gates and bars, as well as Balath and all his store cities, and all the cities for his chariots and for his horses. Whatever he desired to build in Jerusalem, in Lebanon, and throughout the territory he ruled. There were still people from the Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. These people were not Israelites. Solomon conscripted the descendants of all the people remaining in the land whom the Israelites had not destroyed, to serve as slave labor to this day. What are you doing? A little bit. Come here. Anyways, okay. But Solomon did not make slaves of the Israelites for his work. They were fighting men, commanders of captains, commanders of his chariots, and charioteers. They were also King Solomon's chief officials, 250 officials supervising the men. Solomon brought up Pharaoh's daughter from the city of David into the place he had built for her. For he said, "My wife must not live in a palace of King David, king of Israel, because the place of the ark the Lord has entered are holy." On the altar the Lord had he had built in front of the portico, Solomon sacrificed burnt offerings to the Lord, according to the daily requirement for offerings commanded by Moses for the Sabbaths, all the new moons, and the 3 annual festivals, the festival of unleavened bread, the festival of weeks, the festival of tabernacles, in keeping with in ordinance with his father David. He appointed the division of the priests and their duties to the Levites, to lead the praise and to assist the priests according to each day requirement. He also appointed the gatekeepers by division for various gates, because this was what David, the man of God, had ordered. They did not deviate from the king's commands to the priests, to the Levites in any manner, including that of the treasuries. All Solomon's work was carried out from the day of foundation of the temple of the Lord was laid until its completion. So the temple of the Lord was finished, and Solomon went to Ezion, Geber, and Elath on the coast of Edom, and Hiram sent him ships commanded by his own men, sailors who knew the sea. These, with Solomon's men, sailed to Ophir and brought back 450 talents of gold, which they delivered to King Solomon.